Hello you lovely people, welcome back to my channel and to another vintage mobile phone video. Bit different this time though guys, it's not a short, this is actually going to be an unboxing of a fantastic N series phone again guys, because a lot of you will have already guessed and maybe even you already that I am absolutely in love with Nokia N series phones, and I do collect them very heavily. I do also collect other mobile phones as well, but particularly the N series from Nokia that were absolutely fantastic back in the day. They really were, until of course, yeah, Android came along and Apple with their iPhone. But I'll tell you what, back in the day guys, back in 2005 in fact, Nokia were ruling the roost. It seems hard to believe now, seeing as they are just a little bit of a shade of what they used to be these days. And in fact, they're not really Nokia at all anymore. But yeah, back in 2005 guys, they were riding high, particularly on this baby here. And it's yeah, elder brother, the N95, the standard one. This of course is the N95 8GB, and what a beautiful phone. This phone absolutely blew all the competition at the time out of the water. A gorgeous thing that it is. Absolutely beautiful, especially like I said, the 8GB one. No expandable storage anymore, that was removed, but getting that 8GB built in was just wonderful. And then having this form factor guys of the slide there, and of course there as well. Absolutely wonderful to get to your media keys here for video and so on. And of course you could set these to play mobile games on the N-Gage, which was a service that came along to the N series phones after Nokia pulled the plug on the actual hardware, the N-Gage, the hybrid handheld smartphone. Yeah, gorgeous thing, and Nokia were literally riding high with this baby. This is a beautiful example guys, practically mint condition. Gorgeous thing. I also have the original as well. Of course, if you've seen my shorts, you'll know that already. So yeah, they were riding high there guys. Then they released, of course, the N96. Now this was still a very nice phone. I don't have an example to show you. I haven't got one yet, but I'm determined to get one. But yeah, this again, it was wonderful, but not as wonderful as this one, because they took a few things down a step, like the camera and what have you. There was quite a few bits and bobs where they actually went down, and everybody was very puzzled about this. So Nokia thought to themselves, right, with the next one guys, we've got to really blow it out of the water. And that's when they brought this baby out that we're going to unbox, and it is the Nokia N97. This is the first one guys, because later on they did actually bring out a smaller version, a cheaper version, which this one here is one of them. This is in very poor condition because this is a restoration that I'm doing, and I changed quite a few things on this guys, which we'll talk about in a bit. But yeah, they did bring this smaller version out, which also opens like this. There we go. So yeah, a smaller version. That's what they did because of a few problems that came along with this one, but we'll talk about that as we go along. First of all, let's take a look around the box as we unbox this fantastic phone in 2025 guys. I mean, come on, how incredible is that? Now let me tell you first guys that this was actually announced in 2008. So yeah, 2008 guys, in December actually, December the 1st 2008, they announced this. Then it was released in June 2009. So yeah, not that long after really. And yeah, and at first it blew it out of the water, guys. It sold extremely well. But yeah, unfortunately that would not continue. So yeah, there's a little bit about this when it was released and what have you. But yeah, let's take a look around the box. As you can see, you have this embossed image of the actual phone, which is lovely. You've got the Nokia N series symbol there. It's very minimalistic looking. Then we just have here 32 GB, which is gig of course. Some more branding, just a plain black side. There we have all the other bits and gubbins on there. And around here, guys, just in big letters, Nokia N97. And this is where the seal used to be, of course, which is what you had to look out for when you bought one, so that it was actually intact. And then on the back, guys, you just got all this here. Just a load of old jargon again and what have you. Now, what is beautiful about this one is this is a definite collector's piece. It really, really is, guys, because it is fully boxed. Everything comes with this. It is incredible to find one in this condition these days. So yeah, I'm very, very pleased to have this in my collection, and it is one of my prizes in my mobile phone collection. I love this thing dearly. Right, so this is how it opens, guys, from the front here, and you lift that flap up like that, and you're greeted with that there, Nokia.com N series. So yeah, very nice. I mean, that flap there, nothing else written there, it's just like that. So then you get to this part here, you lift that up like that, and that will flap down. So I'm going to turn it, guys. There we go, like that. And you can see straight away, there's the phone, but there's also some other interesting bits. So yeah, you got the phone here, you have the battery there, and then you have this weird thing here, which is very interesting indeed. He says trying to pull it out from under the battery there. Now, later on, of course, Nokia would learn their lesson with this, because it's actually a stylus. And yeah, you hung it off the lanyard strap bit, which was very weird, or the hand strap bit, if you like. Now, it's very flat, isn't it? Yeah, and this is metal, absolute solid metal. So quality-wise, absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. But look, that is your stylus, guys. This big old thing here is your stylus. Can you imagine trying to draw things with that? I mean, it probably worked better than I think, you know, but yeah, I have had a go of it, and yeah, it's all right. Yeah, but yeah, fantastic little thing that. So yeah, put that aside. Then, of course, like I said, you've got the battery here. Nothing else underneath, so we'll just plonk him back down again a minute. And we're going to remove the cover, the next section actually, rather than a cover. Yeah, down to the next tray, shall we say, because we're going to take a look at him in just a moment. Now here you can see, guys, you get all this in the box. Do you remember the days when you got all this in the box? This was just incredible back then. You really looked forward to opening your box and finding all this stuff in there. Today, everything's so minimalistic, isn't it? You barely even get a block these days, never mind all this here. I mean, for instance here, we have a cleaning cloth. There we go, just straightforward cleaning cloth, never been opened, brand new, with Nokia N series written on it, so that is brilliant. Then we also have headphones, and they were good quality headphones. You know, they did their job. And, you know, because it's very music orientated anyway, the N series, always have been. Again, unopened, absolutely fantastic. Then, what else do we have? We have this here. This is like a remote control type of thing, really. I mean, that's what they used to call them back then. You obviously plug your headphones into there, and then you've got all these buttons on here. Again, unopened, absolutely wonderful. So yeah, you could control everything. I mean, these days you get it on your headphones already, but back then you needed one of these buggers, didn't you? That was really, really cool. Right, and then we get down to here, and you've got all these different leads, guys. Now, this is a mini B cable. Now, this does appear to have been opened at some point, But it's a mini B cable, straightforward. Average size, not too long. But yeah, cool to have it there. So you obviously use that as a data transfer cable and things like that. But maybe not, because you got this one as well. This one's longer. This one's a lot longer. This could be your data cable, couldn't it? I mean, wow, they've got you covered for cables, haven't they? I mean, I'm absolutely sure you can use all of these for charging your phone as well. So absolutely brilliant that you get all of these leads, because then, yeah, you guessed it, guys. You've got your charger, your Nokia charger, the official one there. Obviously, it's got the third bit of the plug there, the third pin that just pops out like that, and a very nice long lead. And again, mini B. So yeah, absolutely fantastic that Nokia went away from their standard kind of pin plugs and went to this. It's a mini B, because that was what was standard by that time, of course. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah. Then we get down to this bit here with all your books and whatever. It says knock in the books. In here we have things like, because this one is, heads up guys, this one's on T-Mobile, so this has got in it, for instance, like the SIM card, which is, I do believe, included with it, but I think I put it in a pot where I put all the SIM cards. But yeah, it's complete there otherwise, so that's good. Then we have, let's see what we've got next, he says, with the paperwork. Oh, this is a sticker there that could have been put onto the box or whatever. There we are. And then we're down to the next bit. He says trying to get it. It's so difficult to get these out of the box sometimes. Now this is from T-Mobile again. Obviously when the person took out their contract or whatever, this is what they got. Do you remember getting all these in your box, guys? Incredible. Really incredible. What's the next bit? Right, so let's have a look. This bit next. Right, it tells you about the OVI store, which of course is no longer active. But it was a great place to go for all sorts of content, guys, all sorts. And then of course you had SatNav on it, and you used the OVI for that as well. And then finally, it's the book, guys. Big, fat book. Look at the size of that. Jesus. Again, the days when you got books this size in your mobile phone. And this is just your average thing. You can see the phone there. Open as well there. An image of it open. So yeah, absolutely blinding. There we go. You go through that. And it's all different languages and what have you. But yeah, fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Now, I'm going to put all this back. And then I'm going to come back with the actual phone itself. Back in a sec. Right, here we go, guys. Battery's been put in. And here it is, this beauty. Now, the problem with this phone was, a lot of people say it destroyed Nokia, that this was the start of the end for Nokia. Now, I wouldn't go as far as that. I mean, a lot of the problems were fixed in the end with updates and things like that. But one of the biggest problems was it had a bleed in the memory. Now, it had 128 megabytes installed into it for RAM. Obviously 32 gig on board for your music and things like that, and your games and all that kind of gubbins. But yeah, it did have that problem. Yes, it did. It was more or less fixed, but by that time, to be quite honest, it was a bit too late, even though they'd sold such a fantastic amount of the units by that time. And like I said earlier, guys, they tried to fix these problems with the OS, with the memory leakage, with this little baby. They tried to fix all that with this. They even went, although it was a cheaper unit and everything, guys, they went with a metal back and things like that. So yeah, but they did take away from the keyboard, they took away one of the main things that people loved about it, the D-pad, which I will show you in just a second. So let's take a look around the front here. So you can see it's a silver bezel all the way around. This is the only thing that's got a few little marks on it, but it makes it look worse than it is. There's barely anything on it, guys. But this camera seems to be, yeah, added in the scratches where there is none, if you know what I mean. Then I love the Nokia symbol here. Beautiful looking that is. And of course, this is to hold it in this way. So you can hold it like that. You can hold it like that. Yeah, absolutely brilliant, and you definitely want to hold it like that when you've opened it. Now, around the sides here, guys, not much there apart from the release for the plastic battery cover. Not like the other one, the Mini, that has a metal one. Then here we go with, this is where you can like lock things into place so it doesn't move on and things like that. When you're on the actual phone itself, you can press that down. Here you've got your charger. Then up there, guys, yes, you've got a headphone jack and your on and off button. Then here you've got your volume rocker, which is brilliant to have that, and your camera button right there. So yeah, brilliant. Now, you're thinking to yourself, I'm pretty sure he said that this baby actually takes SD cards. And yes, it does. It does take SD cards, but that is something that is in the back here. Now, before we turn this on, I'm going to show you exactly what I mean by that by going to the right end. That usually helps. So yeah, you just pull it down here, guys. There we go, and then you're in. So simple as that. There's our big fat battery again that I was showing you earlier. See if I can get him out. That would actually quite help if I did get him out. Let's have a look here. Probably going to the wrong end. Yeah, there we go. Out. Now, that's where your memory card goes. Just into here. There. I haven't got one in there because I just used the 32 gig on board. And there we have where your SIM card goes. Yeah, you're thinking, how the hell does the SIM card go in there? Well, here we go. Just like that. And there is the SIM card. Oh, it is in here. I thought I left it in a pot somewhere, but no, it is in there. So yeah, there's where your SIM card goes. How cool is that? Right. Let's put him back together, he says. There we go. So we just go back in here. As you can see, everything is in such fantastic condition. Really is absolutely beautiful, this phone, condition-wise. So that brings us nicely round to the back here with the camera. Now, bearing in mind, this is a upgrade to the beautiful N95, of course it's a lot later model, and it does have the camera. There we go, let's bring that in for you. So it's 5 megapixel, it's back up to where it should be, and of course it is backed with a Carl Zeiss, I think they're pronounced Zeiss, or something like that anyway, which are on all the N series phones right from the beginning. His company was making, of course, the cameras for these. Now, to turn the camera on, you would push this down. There we are. You can see absolutely fantastic. That would automatically bring the camera up on the screen. He says trying to push it back up again. Oh, come on you. There we go. That's it. Back up again. Don't want to scratch anything. So yeah, there we are. So absolutely fantastic. And yeah, what does it look like when it's open? I'll show you. Right, here we go, guys. It's open and isn't it looking beautiful? I do apologise about the glare on the screen from the lights above. But yeah, what a fantastic thing, guys. Now, like I said, with the upgrade or downgrade, if you want to call it, of the N97 Mini, you lost this baby here, this beautiful pad here that is absolutely ideal for playing games and navigating around the system. Now, of course, you've got this full keyboard here, as you can see. Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Now, as we go around, the hinge on this is just fantastic as well. Wow, they really went all out with this hinge. They really did. It is a beautiful thing. And when you look here, guys, at the back with this flap here, you can see it's got all the information on there about what is in this baby, like the Bluetooth and all that kind of gubbins, all printed there, which is, I just think, is absolutely brilliant. Then you can see a bit more of the hinge mechanism here. There, hopefully you can see that in this light, but yeah, it is fantastic. Wow, what a beautiful thing. When you stand it down, guys, you know, obviously for watching videos and things, this was ideal. You could just sit there like that and watch to your heart's content. But we're going to shut it up. There we go, just like that, guys. Very, very smooth. Beautiful, beautiful. And yeah, we're going to turn it on, and we're going to get the old, the old Nokia thing coming on in a minute, aren't we? Where's it gone, you bugger? Oh dear me, I'm losing where I'm pressing it now. Here we go. I was there at the first place, wasn't I? Silly ass. Right, here we go, guys. With that lovely Nokia thing coming up, here we go. Now, this had a fantastic screen in it at the time. Wow. Remember those days, guys, when we had phones that made that Nokia sound. Now you can see here, you got the date and everything to put in. Yeah, you could just kind of skip through that. Really, let's have a look, see if I can skip through it quickly here. And maybe not then. Okay, so we'll just go for it then, like that. There we go. And what have you? Yeah, cool. Where are we now? Let's have a look. So I've just done that, and then 5, whatever, 2, 1, and yeah, okay, and 2, 1, okay, there we go. That's it. We're in. Are we? Yeah, and I want the time as well, of course. Yeah. Oh dear me. Come on, you. 36 seconds. Yeah, that'll do. Cool. Whatever, we'll do. And then we're into here, and it's going to tell us that the sim's not working, of course. And here we are. We're into the actual area here where you've got all your widgets and what have you going on. So you've got your settings and your apps and things like that. Now, obviously, you can go to games by scrolling down here. Now, there isn't a lot on here at the moment because I am about to hack this baby and have all of the Engage games on here, because I think that that layout is going to be beautiful with that keyboard to play Engage games. But let's just take a look. Here, there's a couple of demos here. So you got Tetris demo and what have you, and Brain Challenge. So yeah, let's play the Tetris demo quickly. Now, obviously, you can use the included stylus for all this. Enable sound. Yeah, let's enable it. Yeah, there we go. The touchscreen's brilliant. Speakers, fantastic. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. So obviously you can play the demo. I won't bother because it was just to show you the sound and what this screen could be like, which is absolutely gorgeous. So let's come out of it. Yeah, quit, exit, yes, thank you, there we are. So yeah, obviously it's not worth me doing that at the moment. There is a video coming where I'm going to have all the games on here and show you exactly how fantastic this baby can be. So yeah, I mean, Nokia, even one of their own executives said this was a very big misstep. Now, I'm in love with this thing. I think it's gorgeous, you know, and yeah, the little problems that they did have with the system update, like I said, guys, it fixed it all. So it wasn't even a problem anymore. But unfortunately, it was too late. And as that Nokia executive said, it was a bit of a misstep to have that memory bleed and an OS that kept crashing all the time. Like I said, it's all fixed in the OS that's running on here now with the patches. So yeah. It did. It used to crash all the time, guys. And sometimes it would take like up to a week for it to come out of a boot loop and things like that. But it was all fixed. And then, of course, they brought out the Mini, as I showed you earlier. So yeah, what a fantastic phone. I love it. Do you remember it? Did you have one at the time? Did you fork out a fortune for it? Or did you get it on contract or whatever? What a gorgeous thing this is. Right, obviously I've been saying all that already, but I am going to give you my final thoughts as my cat tries to stick her face into things here. So back in a sec with my final thought. Well guys, I hope you enjoyed that unboxing video of the original, the first model, guys, of the Nokia N97, the full N97 with the D-pad. I hope you enjoyed that unboxing video in 2025. It just seems incredible, doesn't it? Absolutely incredible. But yeah, what a beautiful, beautiful phone. And here's a selection of just some of the N series phones that I own. More videos coming, guys, of course, on these babies. and I will be showing games playing on this one. Yeah, just absolutely wonderful. What a beautiful series of phones from back in the day, guys, made by the mighty at the time, Nokia, of course. But yeah, you can see all sorts of phones lying here, guys. Did you own any of these? The N70, the N80, the N97 Mini, the original N95, or this baby, guys, yeah, the one I showed you earlier, the 8GB N95. Or did you own the N73, which was an absolutely gorgeous device as well? Let me know, guys, in the comments, what are your feelings on these phones from Nokia back in the day? And which ones did you own? Get commenting away, guys. You know I love to read your comments. And with that, I'm going to say goodbye. Bye-bye, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette.